And, you know, I was scared of him. I was scared of the backlash. I was scared of him. I was scared of being canceled. I was scared of what is happening now. And I just, it's out there, and that's, I
What's crack, it's VangelinaSkov, and when I was getting ready to record I couldn't find my cat, but I just didn't really think much of it because she's a cat and sometimes she's under things and in corners that I can't see. And then went around to clean the place up, thought I saw a lump of clothes under the duvet, which turned out to be a very, very cute little kitten. And that made my day, because she was adorable. And I just thought we'd start today's video off with that because it's my video. Anyway, though, that is not the theme of today's video, although that would be a very fun, very wholesome, very sweet video. Today's video is actually going to be about Trisha Paytas, which I assume you know because you clicked on this video and her name is almost definitely in the title and she's almost definitely in the thumbnail. Unless you clicked this by mistake. If you did, hello, I'm sorry we're getting off to such a rocky start. I don't know why I'm still talking about nothing. So if you saw my last video on Trisha, you will know what's going on. If not, a little brief overview of what happened is that Trisha went on a trip with Jeffree Star and the hairstylist Hair by Jay and a couple of other people, and during that whole time everybody was making fun of Trisha's skin, her weight, her money, her substance abuse issues, everything. Then later on, Trisha had a little dispute with Hair by Jay, who then went on an Instagram live and called her a lot of names and said a lot of really horrible things about her. That's the short version of that story. If you want the full story, you can watch that video if you haven't already. But there have been a couple of little updates since that happened about Trisha, about Jeffree Star, and Shane Dawson and Ryland Adams, as well as some personal things for Trisha herself. So in today's video, I'm just going to be giving you an update on what's happening, and hopefully we can all make sense of it together. But before we get into that, please subscribe and click the bell button to get notifications when I upload, and if you would like to, you can also check out the Patreon or the memberships with the links in the description, where you will get extra benefits like early access or free downloads to my music or some other things depending on tiers and stuff. Anyway, let's get on to the video. But before I do that, can somebody please, for the love of God, please tell me how you are supposed to use a ring light without going blind? Because I have been wanting to get one so that I can record at any time of the day, and also so my videos will look slightly less crap. But I just put on this little light here. Well, this is like the lowest brightness. It has 3 brightnesses. It's a tiny little light just to test it out. And I am gonna faint. Like, I can't do it. How am I supposed... I'm seeing stars. Oh crap, I turned it back on again. Nope, stop. Genuinely can't see. If somebody could please tell me how that works, I would really appreciate it. Maybe ring lights are special and they don't hurt your eyes. If so, I'd love to get one, but I don't want to waste money on something that I'll end up not being able to use. Let's talk about Trisha. So where we left off was that Trisha had pretty much denounced Jeffree Star, said he was a mean girl, and that she wanted nothing to do with him, wouldn't support him, he was a bad person, and also sort of gave out to Shane and Ryland for still supporting him, and was mad that Ryland had Jeffree on the podcast. Now there was also some back and forth between Trisha and Jeffree on Twitter, with Jeffree saying he didn't want to get involved because this was just Trisha looking for attention and wanting to start drama, with Trisha saying, no, I don't, that's not what she said. But you get the picture. Now Trisha has become very fond of TikTok, and I'll admit, I don't really do TikTok as much as I should, considering all the drama seems to be there recently. I forget that I have the app. I'll forget that I have it for a few weeks, and then I'll remember that I have it for like 2 days and I can't get off the bloody thing, and then I'll forget again. It's like Sims. I was talking about this the other day. You get obsessed with Sims for a few weeks, then you forget about it for 300 years until you pick it up again and you are more invested in your Sims lives than your own life. That's how I feel about TikTok. But I did have a go over her TikToks. She has been making some unrelated things and some very related things. In one of them, she says the things that she is not going to be bringing into next month are Shane, Ryland, Jeffree, and Hair by Jay. So just a little bit of shade, just a tiny little hint of it there. And she also made a more serious one where she said she'd seen that Jeffree Star had tweeted out saying that he didn't support the things that Jay said about Trisha, which she appreciated.
And I'm just publicly stating once for all, and I will be done with it, I do not support Jeffree Star. I think he is awful. Like, he just triggers people. Like, he triggered me in so many ways. And, like, yeah, there was some good stuff. And I wanted to believe in the best. Shane was friends with him. Shane vouched for him. I was like, and we had some good moments, and it just, like, showed his true colors, and I just try to keep my space. And, I was scared of him. I was scared of the backlash. I was scared of him. I was scared of being canceled. I was scared of what is happening now. And it's out there, and there's nothing else I can do, and Moses will be home soon, and I will be okay, I hope, and I'm just putting it out there in case something happens, and that's it. And I've already paid. I already overpaid for the wigs. What do you guys want me to pay him again? Like, I don't know what the solution is here, and I'm just gonna end it here. I'm just gonna stop it here, and I just I'll keep you updated if anything bad or worse happens.
Now, there are a couple of tweets that Trisha could be talking about, but I believe she is talking about this one from Jeffree that says, "Good morning to everyone except the guy who used to do my hair." Clearly talking about Hair by James. Jay. Hair by Jay. Have I been saying Hair by James this whole video? I hope not. If I have, I'm sorry. It's Hair by Jay. Pretty much where it ended between Trisha and Jeffree, and Trisha is pretty clear on the fact that she does not want to associate with Jeffree and plans to never associate with him again. In another turn of events, and this now involves Shane Dawson and Ryland Adams, who, as I mentioned earlier, Trisha was mad at for supporting Jeffree all the time. People had started to notice that Shane and Ryland were no longer following Trisha Paytas, and clearly, as the internet works, there were a lot of rumours going around as to why. However, Trisha decided to put a quick and swift stop to this by tweeting out that they did not unfollow her, she blocked them. She said, "Shane and Ryland didn't unfollow me, just to set the record straight. I blocked them. There's no malice behind it, I did it for my own peace. It's not drama. It's very personal and I want to move on. So speculation can stop as to why they unfollowed me. They didn't." Now, for anybody that knows the relationship between Shane and Trisha, you will know that this is a huge deal. They have been friends for years, like since the start of their careers, a very long time, and very, very, very close friends. In fact, I think they said that they're best friends and they're even like siblings. So the fact that they're not friends anymore and Trisha felt like she needed to block him is massive. Now, on the drama front, that's about where I lose interest, and that's where everything just becomes a little bit uninteresting, and I don't want to bore you with it. But there is some other news Trisha related, which I found while looking at her TikTok, is that she now identifies as non-binary. If you remember last year, 2 years ago, does anybody have a concept of time anymore? I don't think anybody does. I think 2 years ago, Trisha came out as transgender, and it was a whole big scandal because people were saying, "You're not transgender, you're just trying to troll or get attention or yada yada." Now she's saying that she's non-binary, gender fluid, and that she figured this out thanks to TikTok, and that when she came out as transgender 2 years ago, whenever it was, she didn't realize there was another option. She thought she either had to be male or female, and now realizes that there is another option, and that's the one that she most identifies as.
So now you're non-binary. When you said last year you're transgendered. Well, yeah, at first I thought that was my only option. I didn't feel like the gender I was born with was my only gender, and non-binary people do fall under the transgender umbrella. So are you getting surgery to become a different gender? Well, some non-binary people do have surgery to help with their dysphoria. I'm not one of those non-binary people. But you were born a female and you date mostly straight men. That's not entirely true either. I've had 2 straight boyfriends, 2 bi boyfriends, 2 girlfriends, and a fiance who accepts that I'm gender fluid and that I'm not always female and I'm not always male, and sometimes I'm third gender. You're just saying that for TikTok. You want attention. I don't want attention, but I like to bring attention to something that I myself was unaware of until recently, thanks to TikTok. Dude, just pick a gender. We're tired of this trolling. If only it was that simple to just pick a gender, my life would be a lot easier and probably more people would like me.
I am saying she because from what I know, those are the pronouns that she uses. Apologies if she doesn't use those, but I'm pretty sure those are the ones she uses. Correct me if I'm wrong. If she does say somewhere that she uses they now or something else, I will start using those ones. But for now, I'm just going to stick to she. And are you guys ready for my opinion time? My opinion? I do actually believe her. in this case. It makes sense considering all the things that she had said when she came out as transgender originally, that she didn't feel female, sometimes she felt more male. And I'm gonna have to say, in my own opinion, I do think she's telling the truth here. And a lot of people would agree with me, but then of course there are people who think that she's just trolling again. She is known to just sort of say things or make up things or just, you know, latch on to things that she thinks might be trendy. So maybe she isn't telling the truth, maybe she is, who knows. Personally, I believe her. You can think whatever you want, and that's just that. Anyway, that's pretty much all I wanted to talk about for today, and the light is starting to leave me, and I still don't know if I can use this stupid little light that I have. I just wanted to test it out to see if it worked, but now I can't see. I like being able to see. It's nice sometimes. Anyway, that's going to be the end of this video, so do let me know in the comments what you think about all of what we talked about today. Do you think that Trisha did the right thing by blocking Shane and Ryland? Or do you think that she's just starting drama? Do you support her in coming out as non-binary, or do you think that she is just making stuff up or trolling? And if you don't want to comment about any of that, then leave me a comment and tell me one colour you've always wanted to dye your hair, whether you have dyed it that colour or not. Anyway guys, that's going to be it from me for now. So as I said at the start of the video, please subscribe and click the bell button to get notifications when I upload. And you can also follow me on social media. Like, comment, share, and do all the things that I'm supposed to ask you to do at the end of a video, and I feel very faint for some reason. Possibly the light. And have a wonderful day. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.